governor who fucking doesn't care. How many more people are gonna freaking die? How many more people are gonna go homeless? And how many more people are gonna be trafficked in our freaking system?
Or do you need to embarrass me to get your views up, bro? Do you need to drag me, humiliate me, ask me all my business, and put my shit on for these little punk ass niggas that delete my messages, Pippi and y'all? I ain't even a hateful person, bro. I just
Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
$2.25 million.
Are we the only community that does fraud?
How come they said this building was closed? Do you guys know where advanced mobility is? Yeah, we're looking for it. Never heard of it?
They know we're shining a light on the fraud, and they have no defense.
Would you like to see anybody in the government here held accountable?
Most definitely, because there can definitely be an allocation of funds.
The Minnesota fraud scandal continues to get worse and worse as billions of dollars of fraud has been exposed, and as I showed the world the blatant fraud taking place at daycares and other locations across Minnesota.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with a Nick Shirley special. Look at all the scams that these Somalis are doing in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Look at all these scams underneath the same roof is some crazy ass work. Somali community, Somali. We gotta stop the cap.
How much I'ma spend profiling?
Supposed to, because I'm the truth, nigga. Why wouldn't white people follow me?
Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. The video that I was playing got froze.
$2.25 million.
Are we the only community that does fraud?
How come they said this building was closed? Do you guys know where advanced mobility is? Advanced mobility? Yeah, we're looking for it. Never heard of it?
They know we're shining the light on the fraud, and they have no defense.
Would you like to see anybody in the government here held accountable?
Most definitely, because there can definitely be an allocation of funds.
The Minnesota fraud scandal continues to get worse and worse as billions of dollars of fraud has been exposed, and as I showed the world the blatant fraud taking place at daycares and other locations across Minnesota, it became the most viewed video expose on the internet and created instant change within the government as the Fed sent thousands of federal agents to Minnesota, and the HHS froze over $185 million in all payments to childcare. And while politicians like Tim Walz call people like
work. Imagine a YouTuber taking down your professional career. A YouTuber. Nick Shirley took down this man that's on the screen, Tim Watts, alone. Crazy work. So if a YouTuber can do that, how come these news broadcasters can't do the work that Nick Shirley did?
White supremacist and far-right delusional conspiracy theorists for exposing the fraud. Meanwhile, he actually dropped out of running for re-election. The Minnesota fraud scandal has erupted the nation as protests and riots took place, all starting because daycares like Quality Learning Center were exposed. However, the daycares is only a small portion of the fraud taking place in Minnesota. In this video, I will take you into what has continued to allow this fraud to happen and connect all of the dots for you, exposing all of the fraud from strange connections of the business owners and the politicians who have openly admitted to the fraud on live TV. And to dive deep into the fraud, I met back up with the local David, who has been investigating this widespread fraud scandal for years.
Because, you know, when I drive around the cities here, I see these Somalis driving, and mostly it's like a Plymouth Caravan or whatever, and there's never, ever been a passenger. And in 7 years, I've never seen a passenger in any of these vehicles. I've followed some of them. They're going to Costco, they're going to Sam's Club, they're going to Walmart. The driver gets out, goes in there, loads up a shopping cart, comes in, puts it in the van, and off they go back to where they live.
And now we're gonna go out and see what's happening with these transportation companies.
And here's the other thing. Tim Walz and the Department of Human Service, you threw the people of Minnesota under the bus. Shame on you, and I'm coming for you.
You heard it here first, Dave.
Tim Walz, my guy. If I was you, I would just flee the country, go to some remote island, because your time is up in the United States, scamming out your teeth, billions of dollars going uncounted for, and you are the governor of Minnesota. Stop the cap.
David. All right, let's go. So where's the first location we're going to?
The first location is a company called Safari Transportation, Cedar Avenue South in Minneapolis.
And so what makes Safari Transportation Company an interesting transportation company?
Well,
Allegedly fraudulent.
well, the thing about Safari is that they've been registered since 2015 with the state of Minnesota as operating vehicles. And again, the national average for a non-emergency medical transportation company is 20 vehicles. So if they've got 20 vehicles and they're at 607 Cedar Avenue, I have no idea where there's parking them because there is no parking anywhere near this office.
We've arrived to the transportation company. We're outside, and right there we have a Loving Arms Adult Daycare. All the windows are completely boarded out right there, and there's supposed to be a transportation company registered right here. It's 617, but it's a liquor store. Okay, so the location here is 607 and also 617. These are two transportation companies. We're on a main road right now, and this is 607, and it is not a transportation company. It's actually a money transfer, but it's registered here, 607. This does not look like Safari Transportation. Where is the transportation company?
I don't see any signs denoting that there's any transportation. It's all just looks like money wiring. But if you look at the Secretary of State's office, state of Minnesota, Safari Transportation, 607 Cedar Avenue, and it's been registered here since 2015. That was the original filing.
So let's see if we have the manager, let's see if we can find FOD. Hello. How are you? We're looking for the transportation company.
Safari Transportation.
Yo, these people have nothing to offer talking about a transportation company. No, they're a scam company. They're the scam company and you're blowing their cover.
Looking for Safari Transportation?
No, there's no Safari Transportation here.
No Safari Transportation?
Safari Transportation, 607 Cedar Avenue.
We're just looking for Safari Transportation.
We don't know.
So, but this is registered for Safari Transportation,
know.
That's the
607.
address.
Okay.
We don't know you blowing up my scam. We don't know. I can't get jiggy with this shit. We don't know. We scam. We put the proper documentation. We put our name on the paperwork to get the money, the white man money. But when the white man asks us for money, we don't know. We don't know.
We don't know.
We're asking where Safari Transportation is.
We don't know.
Did you
Okay,
know
so the
Fuad
business is
Omar?
not here.
Don't record.
Fuad Omar?
Fuad Omar,
We don't know. This, do you see this? What is this?
money transferring.
That's it.
Okay,
Well, this
registered.
is from the state.
This is fraud taking place. This is supposed
Why is Buddy so aggressive and offended? My God, he's just asking you. He's coming to your place of business, asking you, yo, we're coming to your place of business. And you talking about, I don't know, we don't know, we don't know.
to say this is for Safari Transportation.
Go find out.
Yeah, we did find out. This is fraud right here.
Yeah.
Go find out. My goodness, my guy is defensive, ain't he?
This is registered.
2015. Safari Transportation, state of Minnesota.
2015.
Why is his back facing towards him? He's talking to you. A grown man is supposed to look another man in the eye and have a conversation. Why is your back? Are you trying to get hit from the back? Whoa! Why is your back facing towards him? What type of signs are you trying to show, my guy?
Well, but it's registered now. This is current, just off the state of Minnesota website today. This is from today. I just printed this off today. Fuad Omar.
Go check it out.
We're here. This is 607.
He said, go check it out. They're at the scam. They're at the location where you're scamming at, talking about go check it out. They're at the place where they're checking it out, my guy.
Where's Safari Transportation?
Okay, it's not Safari, period.
Okay, so it's a fraudulent business.
Did you see Safari, anything here?
Fraudulent business because you're naming it Safari, but then you're a money laundering company. Tell me how that makes sense. So you're putting down on the paper something that's completely opposite in real life. Crazy work. So these child daycare services, not a single child is in the building.
I gave it all for fantasy.
Exactly.
Did you see?
Exactly. It's not
Did you see
here.
it?
It's a fraud.
Did you see, sir?
Okay, thank you. We're going to go to the next address. All right, let's keep moving on. So 607, this is supposed to be Safari Transportation, no transportation company. And now we're going to 617, another transportation company. However, it is actually Cedar Riverside Liquor. Where is the transportation company?
617.
617 right
Streamline
here.
Transportation for the state of Minnesota is registered to 617 Cedar Avenue South.
And it's a liquor store. David, they aren't even trying to hide that these
Yeah.
are transportation companies. Where are the vans at?
Should we ask?
Let's go ask.
Hey, we're looking for Dreamline Transportation.
Now we're in 617, Dreamline Transportation. Where is the transportation company?
No, we don't have this.
You ever heard of Safari Transportation?
Safari, I know Safari, that money wiring, 607.
The money wiring. Okay, that's money wiring.
Yeah.
We're looking for Safari
Maybe
Transportation.
there, 607.
They said they never heard of it.
I never did. Safari company, the money wiring, they send money there, that's the 607.
So Safari gets the money and then they wire it out.
Yeah, money.
That man just said,
Yo, this Somali just snitched on his own people. In the previous business, Somali's talking about, we don't know what you're talking about, Safari. We go to the next establishment, the next scam building, and he's talking about, yo, where you just left that, that's where they be doing the money laundering. Yo, these Somalis, man, let me know in the comments if these Somalis should be deported or if they should receive punishment in the United States behind bars.
that Safari is actually a money wiring company, so therefore they're receiving money and then wiring it somewhere underneath the name of a transportation company.
They said to go here.
Suite A right here. And then you have 617A right here, but this is reliable services, immigration, travel, and tax. I do not see a transportation company anywhere.
Morning. Hey, we're hoping to find Dreamline Transportation. You ever heard of it?
I've never heard of it. Ask next door.
He said to ask here. That you would know.
Ask next door. This is a mailbox. It's not a real call.
So every business is telling you to go to the next person and ask them.
So Dreamline Transportation could be nothing more than a mailbox. 834.
So it could be one of these mailboxes. Well,
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we got to understand and put things together and break it down. So these Somalis are putting fraudulent names on these places of business. Nick Shirley is going to these places of business that they claim is legit, and they're talking about go next door.
Okay, see you later.
607, Safari Transportation, doesn't exist. It's actually a money wiring business. 617, Dreamline, inside of there, it's actually a liquor store. And then 617A is a place where there's a bunch of mailboxes and it says reliable ITT services. How you doing, man? Yes, sir.
Why are you sensationalizing the propaganda?
What are we sensationalizing?
We got a Somali defender here.
To attack our community. What's your final objective?
We're not attacking your community by any means.
Are you making good money from this?
We're looking for fraud.
No,
for instance, can you answer our question? Where's Safari Transportation Company 607? It's not there. And why don't you answer?
How much money are
why don't you answer the question? Where's 617?
Why is he counting his pockets, talking about how much money are you making? How about how many place of business are you scamming? These are the questions that need. Hold on. He's worrying about the white man pockets. How about you worry about scamming the United States? That's some crazy ass work. You worrying about the next man pockets. My guy, you the one scamming out your teeth. You can't even get the spelling on the building correct. Talking about learning center with no R, no N. Crazy word.
Dreamline Security.
How much money are you making?
I make money off of YouTube. That's how I make my money.
Exactly. So you're making money off of sensationalizing.
That my job
and attacking
is.
the Somali.
Why is he focused on the next man pockets? Moving the goalposts. Mike, you scamming out your teeth. Your king, Nick Shirley, excuse me, your king, Tim Waltz, just stepped down, retired, and now you're in shambles. But we understand this is a pyramid scheme and y'all just getting the blame for it. There's higher ups that's controlling. Y'all just, a little ant in the ant farm. We understand there's higher ups. This is a very corrupt system right now that's going on. It's getting exposed so much so that Tim Waltz has to step down from office. So why would Tim Waltz step down from office if he doesn't have his hands dirty?
I'm not attacking you guys. We're asking.
I'll tell you the
fraud is
reason why
fraud,
this is
sir.
happening. All right, let me tell you the reason why.
Fraud is fraud, correct?
Yes.
This has nothing to do with race. This is fraud.
This
fraud.
Absolutely has to do with us being Muslim.
No.
Wow. So now he's blaming being Muslim. Religion has nothing to do with scam. Allah did not tell you to spell learning center incorrectly. As a matter of fact, Allah would have told you how to spell the scam correctly, but you don't have the common sense to spell learning correctly on your own scam building. Second of all, you talking about this is not a my guy. You're scamming. Man lie, woman lie, numbers don't. Millions among billions of dollars have gone uncounted for. And then when you could put all the rumors and all the allegations to rest, you send one of your goons in front of the news broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, and this individual has the nerve to tell the masses that they got robbed. They got robbed and all the paperwork got stolen and all the checkbooks got stolen.
President Trump was not in Washington.
Because of the massive fraud and abuse that has been uncovered. And again, not just a part of some of these daycare centers, but much broader throughout the entire state.
Well, and to be these documents, but you're right. And businesses.
And that would be you. People broke in. Police have open from inside the building, not outside. Fraud.
Let's go to real quick.
I mean, I'm sorry.
You're
saying that somebody broke in.
Businesses know for sure that these are actually legitimate centers that are operating as legitimate businesses. And so I think that young
Somali community, that's not what.
This is devastating news.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I found it.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
So this man could put all the rumors to rest that these Somalis are actually good people and they're running a legitimate business. And this is what the excuse he comes up with.
We saw that there was important documentation, enrollment of the children, and also employee documentation that was gone. There were also checkbooks that were ripped from our check papers that were ripped from our book. This is devastating news, and we don't know why this is targeting our Somali community, as one video made by a specific individual made this all happen.
All right, and us being from Africa, this is a constitutional argument. If you don't want us here, change the freedom of religion. Say, listen, we don't want Muslims in this country anymore.
We're not saying that.
No.
We're not saying that.
When I go
Sir,
onto
we're
your
talking
comments,
about fraud. You're talking.
When I go onto your comments,
My comments.
what I see is people that say we do not want Muslims here. Kick every single Muslim in Minnesota out of Minnesota.
That's a comment.
You're preparing for the Somali community to meet.
This guy is cherry picking. So he's focused on the YouTube comments, but he's not focused on the allegations of being a scammer. You focus on the wrong thing, my guy. He's reading YouTube comments on the Nick Shirley videos.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
How about you show the proper documentation that you're not running a scam?
To maybe be taken to concentration camps, just like the Japanese community.
How?
All right, you're sensationalizing.
No, we're not.
All right,
Sir,
something that
answer
can
the question. Where is the transportation
something
vehicle
that can
company?
jeopardize
Answer the question.
the safety and the protection of the Somali community.
We're talking about fraud.
If anything
sir.
happens to the Somali
We're talking
community,
about fraud.
listen, I'm not doing anything. I'm not physically touching.
You're getting very close.
I'm not.
This guy is talking, but he's not listening.
How much I'ma spend profiling?
So he has his own hidden agenda. As you see, his phone is in his left hand. So I'm pretty sure he plans to post this content on his social media platform and do whatever he is trying to do, but he is not really getting anywhere because he's talking about hate crime towards the Muslim community. Ain't nobody hating the Muslim community. We hate you stealing the taxpayer dollars. Stop the cap. Because at the end of the day, who's really suffering here? These Somalis that's going to get deported is not going to receive any punishment when they get deported, or the taxpayers' hard-earned money when these streets are supposed to be fixed, books are supposed to be sent to these school systems so that our kids can learn, but instead there's missing pages because Somalis want to steal. Stop the cap.
No, I'm not physically touching her.
This is fraud. We're talking about fraud.
What you're
defending fraud.
When I go into your comments,
you're defending fraud.
People who hate Muslims want us out of here.
People can say what they want.
Muslim,
I'm not censoring anybody.
Are using your material. Islamophobes use your material. People who hate Islam use your material. Say to us, we don't want you here.
What? My guy, that comes with the territory. Why is he focused on getting attacked when you're scamming? There is no morals after you scam. That's like going to prison and talking about, yo, make sure you turn on the nightlight when I go to sleep. Man, ain't no rules in prison.
here. Change the constitution. But guess what? Let me tell you something. Guess what?
Say it. We're asking about
You
fraud.
know, you are.
We're asking about fraud.
You hate Muslims.
I'm not saying I hate Muslims. We're talking about fraud. We're talking about fraud.
That is absolutely a low blow from the Somali. Now he's trying to turn the guilt trip to Nick Shirley when he exposed them for being scammers. Now he wants to talk about this white man is pushing out hate agenda. No, he's pushing out the scam. Because these news broadcasters, they're not doing no job. So he's putting his life on the line, walking these Minnesota streets, exposing this scam. And you want to turn and move the goalposts, put the blame, talking about you hate Muslims? That's some crazy ass work. That manipulation is unreal.
I be trying to laugh with the bros. Are we the only community that suffers because of fraud?
We're talking about fraud.
Are we the only community that does fraud? Are we the only community that does this?
This is about fraud.
All right, there's what, 300 Somali providers in all of Minnesota?
There's actually 800.
Don't keep talking. Don't go.
So,
you speak English, right? Your security doesn't even speak English. Listen, let me tell you something.
See, this isn't a race issue, sir. This is about fraud.
We have, what, 1,000 providers?
Yeah, you guys have a...
Even it's 2,000 providers. Okay, you want to sacrifice the safety of 80,000 people because of fucking 2,000 providers? Are you fucking mad? Are you stupid?
I'm not stupid. You're stupid. Where's the transportation company?
What about if a mass shooting happens in Minnesota? It will be because of you. If any Somali gets hurt in Minnesota, it's because of Nick Shirley.
This is about fraud.
One single Somali gets hurt.
This is about fraud, sir.
Because of you. Sensationalizes. You son of a bitch. Sensationalizes.
Wow, you're very nice.
Out of our neighborhood.
Very nice.
Get the out of our
neighborhood. Sir, can you tell me where the transportation company is?
Out of our neighborhood. We don't want you here. Get the out of here.
Wow. Is this supposed to help the Somalis case?
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
My guy, show the paperwork that you're not a scam, but you want to talk about the paperwork got robbed and the paychecks got ripped.
So I want to say I don't understand why they have to turn
A specific individual
I
made
be
this all
trying to
happen.
laugh with the bros.
I want to say
This is documentation that was gone. We saw that there was important documentation,
I be trying to laugh
enrollment of
with
the
the
children, and also employee documentation that was gone. There were also checkbooks that were ripped from our check papers that were ripped from our book.
I be trying to
This is
laugh with the
devastating
bros.
news, and we don't know why this is targeting our.
Calm down, sir.
Get the out of here.
Sir, this is about fraud.
You wanted clicks?
You're sensationalizing yourself,
You
sir.
wanted clicks?
You're sensationalizing yourself.
You wanted clicks? You wanted the YouTube?
Tell me where the transportation vehicle
YouTube
is.
clicks? You got YouTube clicks. Now get the out of our community.
Tell me where the transportation
Get the out of our
vehicle is.
community.
Tell me where the. This is about fraud. This is.
Say I don't want
This
Muslims
is about
here.
fraud.
Say I don't want Muslims here. Say it.
I'm
Say
not-
I want to change the constitution.
No, I don't
and
want to change the
freedom of
Constitution.
religion, and I don't want Muslim Somalis in Minnesota. Kick them out. I was born in this country. You have to take the passport away from me.
Relax.
That is what you are
Sir,
arguing for.
we're not talking.
Change the constitution.
This is about fraud.
Appreciate it.
Fuck out of our community.
This is about fraud.
Fuck out of our community. Fuck out of here. Get the
Look how this eagle, look at this manipulation. He's talking about Muslims, but he's not. Where's the energy when it comes to the scam? Why is all these child daycare services, all these healthcare businesses, all these autism centers, why are all these honored Somalis and it's not a single patient, not a single child? Somebody's trying to enroll in healthcare. You talking about, I don't know.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
You gotta stop the cap.
out of here. Stupid fucking idiot.
Tell me where the transportation company is then.
Get the fuck out of here.
Obviously for this video we had to get security because look at this now. Alright, we're going. But there is no transportation company in there. Fraud. There were no transportation companies.
No, none.
This isn't about race. This isn't against religion. This is about fraud. We're fighting fraud here. We're not fighting a race.
Well, and this is what happens when you put a spotlight on fraud. The people who are benefiting become extremely violent, and the Somalis are the most violent people I have ever met in my whole life.
Because you can answer the question.
Somalis, man, y'all in the hot seat. You trying to put down, extinguish the fire, and you're making it worse. Talking about Muslims. Muslims' religion has nothing to do with scam. Allah did not tell you to scam.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
Where was the transportation company?
He wouldn't answer the question. All he did was make it about race and then issue threats.
Neither business was there or operating, and giving a very conservative estimate based off of David's numbers and other numbers online, it's fair to say each business is operating with an average of 20 vehicles and with a much lower and generous rate of $25 per trip. And with 10 alleged trips a day, each business is pulling an estimate of $1.3 million in gross revenue. And with those 2 locations alone, there's over $2.6 million in estimated fraud. All right, we're going to the next location.
What's interesting, Nick, is that one of the places we just visited, the 617 Cedar Avenue South, that's for Dreamline Transportation. That's the address listed with the state of Minnesota. But the place that we're going right now is going to have vans that say Dreamline Transportation on them, but they haven't moved in months and months. You'll see they're covered with snow. There will be no tire tracks. And so why are they using this address? And all that was in there was a liquor store. And he told us to talk to the guy next door, and those were all just mailboxes, and then the guy next door said, go talk to him. I said, we just talked to him. Obviously, the cover-up, and you see how they all stick together, and it's all this intimidation, and thank God we had the security we did there, because that would have been bad.
Now we're outside of this.
Instead of giving bread towards nonsense, ladies and gentlemen, trying to have a victim mindset, put your at least $1. I'm not telling you have to, but give Nick Shirley some security, because he's putting his life on the line, exposing this fraud, so much so that Tim Walz has to resign from governor. So he needs all the security he can get.
Transportation vehicle company right here.
Yeah, and so you can see these are the vans that say Dreamline. You can see the sticker on the window and the numbers on the rear. None of these vehicles have moved in 8 months. I've been taking date stamp photos. All these vehicles are in the exact same spot they were 8 months ago, and look, there's no tire tracks, so they haven't moved.
And this van as well, this is Dreamline. Dreamline was the location where we got chased out from the Somalis on 617 Cedar, and this is a vehicle from Dreamline that actually didn't even exist. It was a liquor store, and now it's here, and the vans haven't moved at all. Literally, no vans and no tire tracks anywhere. If these vans are being used to transport people, whether it be healthcare, childcare, there would be snow tracks. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 vehicles here. No snow tracks anywhere. These vehicles are not being used, and these transportation companies are making lots of money. Meanwhile, there's actually nothing to show for. Here's all of the vehicles right here. And the vehicles that are coming in and out, like this Toyota, it does not have anything to do with transportation company because there's no stickers on it and there's snow tracks. But the vehicles that are supposed to be used for transportation are literally locked in. Snow is building icicles. No one's even came out to remove the snow off the window. These transportation vehicles are not moving. And then right here, David has more paperwork for Silver Mountain. And there's 3 different companies in the same address.
Yeah.
So when we talk about how all of these companies are intertwined, this is a perfect example of that. And this is why these transportation companies are so essential to the fraud in Minnesota, because they allow the fraud to be supported, as the majority of the fraud is from welfare programs like daycares, autism centers, and adult daycares, and healthcare services. They need to leave a paper trail to make it look like something is happening. Therefore, they use these transportation companies to create that paper trail by saying they're moving people from an adult daycare to a healthcare provider, for example, but they actually never provide the service at the healthcare provider. But that paper trail allows them to continue to bill the state for the money, and everyone gets paid. That's why this fraud is so deep and hard to dismantle, because quite literally everyone is involved.
And it's all because the state of Minnesota never checks.
All right, so this is actually the location for Silver Mountain Inc., LLC, and Co. Let's see if any... Yes, we're wondering where Silver Mountain...
Silver Mountain?
Silver Mountain.
Oh, I don't know that. Where it is.
It says 2722 Park Avenue.
Where
is Silver Mountain here?
Silver Mountain. You don't have a permission to do that.
Okay, so Silver Mountain does not exist.
You were
No, the name's not Silver Mountain. It's just Silver Mountain.
Don't ask me that. When you come...
All right,
So
sir, well, so Silver Mountain does not exist.
You're making a business.
Park
You have
Avenue.
millions of people watching you.
Silver
You're making
Mountain.
business to
Okay,
600
sir.
people.
You have millions of people watching right
Yes.
now. Where is Silver Mountain
I don't know
Home
where
Healthcare?
Silver Mountain is.
Okay, well, that's what we're looking for. All right, we're moving on. So Silver Mountain does not...
Oh, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. So the Somalis are on high alert. They know who Nick Shirley is. And instead of answering these questions, they're pushing him out the door because they already know what time he's on. He's exposing the scam.
Exist. David, we're just simply asking for where is Silver Mountain Home Health Care?
I can't find any of these companies. I mean, this is shocking. 3 companies are supposed to be in that building, and he's never heard of them. He doesn't know anything about them.
And look, so they don't exist there. Right there, Somali Senior Center and Adult Day Services, a daycare right there. All these welfare companies are in the same location, but their businesses, that business didn't even exist.
It's all fraud, all of it.
So right there is a transportation company, no passenger, just a driver.
How come you think when it comes time to take accountability for what's happening, or just to answer simple questions about the fraud, they can't answer?
Well, I think their reaction tells you all you need to know. That the reaction is so violent that if there was no fraud going on, they would say, what are you talking about? They would have a civil conversation, but they can't because they know we're shining the light on the fraud and they have no defense. So in their mind, being loud and using profanity is their only defense.
Because I'm trying to give them the opportunity to say, where are the transportation companies? Where are the daycare? Where are the children? Where are the companies now? Yet they can't answer.
And to this point, Nick, the transportation companies we've been to, we haven't seen a single vehicle at any of them. In fact, some don't even exist. We can't even find them. We're going to the addresses that are listed on the Secretary of State's website as their business address.
This is a massive parking lot here. We're gonna go ask them where their vehicles are. They should not have any excuse as to why they don't have their vehicles here, other than if they are out driving right now. And what's the story behind this business?
Well, this business is new as of March of 2024. It's Muhammad Malim is the registered agent for 713 Minnehaha Avenue East.
Me and David headed into this building, however, the owner was not there.
We're here at the suite of Epimonia Transport LLC. There's actually not even a sign here. And anyone here, it looks like there's a guy over here. Let's see if we can talk to him really quick. Do you know about Epimonia Transport here?
So there was a transportation company here in 305 for a long time, even before I joined the building a few years ago. He's never really here. I've seen the office a couple times. There's barely anything in there but a couch. And then I see him maybe twice a month at IF, so.
And there's no transport vehicles outside. Massive parking lot, but no transport.
I've never seen one. I've been here for 3 years and I'm always here. I'm a workaholic. I'm just nonstop here, so I know everybody in the building, and this specific space here is probably the most sketchy out of any other business here. Everyone else is here, they're friendlier. He just pops in and out.
For instance, this guy Muhammad, he should have his business in 308. There should be transportation vehicles outside. There's nothing.
That's weird that you say 308 because he's always been in 305 for the last 3 years.
Wow, so he's even lying on his public records with the government.
I would assume if he was to make and doing fraud, it makes sense to switch it up and throw people off track. It would be the first thing somebody would do, I would think.
So since the fraud has started to be exposed, Muhammad has left the scene, and that guy just said, he confirmed that there has never even been transportation vehicles outside. So Muhammad has completely left the scene. He's nowhere to be found, and this parking lot, massive parking lot, actually never even had any transport vehicles according to the guy who lived or had his office next to Muhammad. How quick do you think the fraud would dry out here in Minnesota if they were to cut out the transportation side of the fraud?
I think it would have a massive effect, and that the signal that would send would let people know the party's over.
Because if me and you were to go to the doctor, we either have to find a family member, drive ourselves, or pay for an Uber. How come they even have this set up?
Yeah, I tried to arrange a ride with one of these Somali transportation companies. They said they were all full. So now we're at 2833 13th Avenue South in Minneapolis, and there's supposed to be a non-emergency medical transportation company here called Advance Mobility Incorporated. And what's interesting about this company is that state records show that it first registered with the state of Minnesota in 1999.
And they have been in business for over 26 years.
Yes, correct.
So we're gonna go inside.
They must have a lot of vehicles.
So this is Advanced Mobility, 2833 boarded up. All these windows are covered right here. We're gonna see if we can go inside. There's a bunch of shops in here. We have money transferring shop. We got clothes in here. There's a coffee shop. Let's see if advanced mobility is in here. We got spices. Is advanced mobility here?
Do you know 224? I don't think you guys are allowed to record it.
Do you know where advanced mobility is?
What you mean you don't think you guys are allowed to record? It's not a public place?
I gave it all for fantasy.
She's recording over there, so. Suite 224. Do you guys know where advanced mobility is? Do you guys know where advanced mobility is? Yeah, we're looking for it. Never heard of it? Oh, my name's Nick.
So these scammers are putting down something they never heard of. Oh my goodness.
Shirley, we're just looking for advanced mobility. Where's advanced mobility at?
We don't care about advanced mobility.
That's what we're asking for.
We don't care about advanced mobility because you're scamming.
All right, we're looking for advanced mobility. Nobody can help us right now. We got a whole group of people trying to get us out of here. We're looking for advanced mobility. Advanced mobility doesn't exist.
Get out. You need to get out. You need to get out. Get out.
Now they're pushing us out of here. Where's advanced mobility at?
We don't care about advanced mobility.
That's what we're asking for.
Get out. Get out.
Would you like to give a statement on where advanced mobility is?
Nope. Go ahead. Get out.
So advanced mobility is not anywhere here. We're leaving, sir. Would you like to give a statement on what's happening here in Minnesota?
You make stuff up. This is a lie. I don't care. Who do you work for? Who do you work for? No, who do you work for?
Nick Shirley.
Who do you work
This
for?
is Nick Shirley, sir.
I don't care about Nick Shirley. That's you.
Yes, sir.
But who do you work for?
For Nick Shirley.
I don't care about Nick Shirley.
That's who he's working for today, Nick Shirley.
This is from the state of Minnesota. We don't care about that. Get out of here.
Stop here.
And see, you guys say I can't film, but look at you guys filming. You can do that. You can film here. Advanced mobility doesn't exist.
Well, so what was interesting was we walked in there, and on the state's website, it says it's in suite 224, but it's a one-story building. None of the suites had the number 2 on them. It doesn't exist. And it's been registered since 1999, and it doesn't exist.
All right, next location. David, where are we at?
We're at what's called Ray's, R-A-Y-Z Transportation, LLC.
And this is Ray's Transportation. We're on a street. There's no parking lot for any transportation vehicles. We'll see what happens. This is the address for Ray's Transportation. Let's see if anybody is here. Is Ray's Transportation here, sir?
I don't know. Transportation place. There's no transportation places here.
Oh, okay, well.
Healthcare places.
R-A-Y-Z.
Well, I think it's confirmed they're not here, David. So it's confirmed that Ray Transportation, all of these transportation companies, they're kind of like ghost companies. They exist on paper, but they don't actually exist in person. Would you like to see anybody?
All these scams that these Somalis are naming to get the bread, they don't even know when asked in real life. That's some crazy words.
Anybody in the government here held accountable?
Most definitely, because there can definitely be an allocation of funds.
And what's your message to Tim Walz?
Make a change, because there's definitely, even when it comes down to like the kids and stuff, there's definitely stuff that like we need spaces for the things that are going on that they're not doing. We need these type of spaces for it. Now this is some crazy stuff, but I'm glad that you bring a light to it. It is a crazy, interesting situation.
Hey, what's up? What you got going on, man?
Hey.
You keep the false narrative that you be going on. It's a nonsense.
You should get in your car.
You should not be doing that, right? You are creating misinformation. This is not fair. It's not fair for the American people to be doing that. It's not fair. It's not fair what you mean.
You know what's not fair? Scamming the American people their tax money that they work hard for. No, you know what's not fair? You scamming so much you can't even get the spelling on the building correct where you're scamming at. Stop the cap.
You cannot be doing that. You're not being fair.
How?
This country is built on fairness. You're not being fair.
This country is built on fairness. So now you have morals, but when you scamming, taking bread away from autism, taking bread away from child daycare service, taking bread away from these medical places, You have no morals then, but now you want to talk about America? Stop the cap.
You cannot come into the community and be doing that.
So we shouldn't allow fraud to be happening, right?
You cannot come in the community. You cannot come in the community. You cannot come in the community. You cannot come in the community and do that.
Narrative that you be going on is a nonsense.
You should get in your car because
you should not be doing that, right? You are creating misinformation. This is not fair. It's not fair for the American people to be doing that. It's not fair. It's not fair what you mean. You cannot be doing that. You're not being fair.
How?
This country is built on fairness. You're not being fair. You cannot come into the community and be doing that.
So we shouldn't allow fraud to be happening, right?
Let the legal system do its job.
Well, it's failed.
We got a governor. We got an attorney general. Let them do the job. You're not in a position to do the job. You're not a prosecutor. If you want to run for office, go ahead, run for office. But you cannot be doing this. This is misinformation. This is information.
How is it misinformation, sir? It's from the
This is what you're doing.
state
You're
of
coming
Minnesota.
You're coming everywhere. Where you coming from?
You see what I mean? We're talking about the facts
that we live in, and these politicians are just walking off thinking it's okay Tuesday, and they want to go visit the Trump, they want to blame the Trump administration. We have Democrats blaming ICE. I'm tired. My people are suffering. I'm scared for my little brother.
Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Sir, so we were just having a civil conversation. That guy hopped out of his car in the middle of the road. In the middle of the road about the fraud that's happening. And he's saying that I'm the bad guy for showing light of what's happening here.
They're passionate. They're passionate people. They don't want this type of stuff either going on or be brought to light. So that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna it's a very tight knit community.
You saw it firsthand how crazy it gets out here. He hopped out in the middle of the intersection. So this isn't about race. You're a black guy. They're black, right? We don't have no ill feelings towards you by any means. We're talking about the fraud.
You're a black guy, obviously.
Make that bitch make 10. Or do you need to embarrass me to get your views up, bro? Do you need to drag me, humiliate me, ask me all my business, and put my shit on for these little punk ass niggas that
God bless you, sir, and thank you very much. Why are we doing this?
So we're doing this, A, because it's the right thing to do. The people of Minnesota and the people of America want this done. Fraud is fraud. And when we try and talk with these people and say, look, the main reason we're doing this is to find out why are all these checks being written by the state of Minnesota for companies that don't even exist. That's what we're trying to figure out. It's not a race issue. It's a fraud issue, and fraud is fraud.
And so what most people don't understand about this fraud is it is literally in the entire state of Minnesota. It's not just in one part of Minneapolis.
Right, and so I think what happens is the people in the suburbs of Minneapolis and St. Paul, they get lulled into a false sense of security because they say, oh, that's in Minneapolis, it doesn't affect us, or that's in St. Paul. And we're showing that this fraud spreads throughout the entire state of Minnesota, including all of the suburbs. And we're going to bring to light exactly what's going on in those respective suburbs.
And so what's happening in this suburb of St. Louis Park?
Well, this is one of the Somali NEMT, non-emergency medical transportation companies that's registered with the state of Minnesota in St. Louis Park. And so let's see if this one actually exists.
This is the location of Crescent Transportation. We have no vans outside right now. Does not look like any vans are outside. Let's go inside, see if Crescent Transportation exists. Here we are, and it's an apartment complex. There's no signage of any Crescent Transportation company. Once again, another fraudulent business where they don't even have a storefront to show where they're at. This is an apartment complex. So this is an apartment complex right here?
Yeah.
And have you ever seen Crescent Transportation out here?
Nope.
And what do you think about the fraud taking place here in Minnesota?
I'm a taxpayer. I don't like it.
What's your message to all the fraudsters?
Ladies and gentlemen, as simple as it gets. It's not about being Muslim. It's not about race. It's not about being black. It's about scamming the taxpayer out of their money. Simple as that. Nobody wants to see a certain ethnic group scam so much to where they can't even get the spelling on the building right, scamming the taxpayer American United States citizens bread out of their taxpayer money. That's some crazy work. It's as simple as that. It has nothing to do with being Muslim, being black. It's nothing about race. It's simple. The scam is being exposed. And these Somalis are talking about they got the paperwork stolen. It got ripped. Their checkbooks got stolen. Stop the cap.
As one video made by a specific individual made this all happen.
So I want to say I don't understand why they have to turn it around and say, why are you targeting?
Prosecute their ass, take them to jail.
And how do you feel knowing that, for instance, right here, a transportation company that receives money?
He said prosecute their ass, take their ass to jail.
He doesn't care. How many more people are gonna freaking die? How many more people are gonna go homeless? And how many more people are gonna be trafficked in our freaking...
From the government is not even here. It's the apartment complex.
I just said, I don't like it. I'm a taxpayer. I work hard for my money. People out here fraud, they still go to jail.
And should Tim Walz go to jail?
Oh, he cricket too, huh? All them cricket, all the politicians. My daddy ain't never liked none of them.
So that man right there just confirmed that this is an apartment complex.
Right, and so the cities have specific rules governing operating businesses out of apartments. They do not allow transportation companies to park vehicles in an apartment parking lot. None of the cities in the Twin Cities allow that.
Because even if you were to be running a transportation company out of your apartment, there's nowhere to park the cars.
Well, where are they? There aren't any. Crescent, I don't see anything with Crescent on it anywhere.
More fraud taking place here.
So
these people are driving the cars that's supposed to be meant for business.
This is called Hopkins Childcare Center. This facility is licensed to hold 118 children. So this should be a really big facility. And this year alone, they have received $2.25 million from the state of Minnesota. And last year, they received $1.92 million from the state of Minnesota. And this facility, in the past 5 years, has been in the top 10 for the most money received from the state of Minnesota.
So there should be plenty of children. There should be footprints of children walking in there.
This should be a very busy place, yes.
So this right here is Hopkins Childcare Center. They're receiving over $2 million a year. All of the windows are completely blacked out. You can't even get in. And for a place that's supposed to have over 100 children, there's no footprints anywhere going into this door.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Midday right now. This is the backside of the daycare. We're ringing the doorbell right now. See if anybody comes. Hello, sir. How are you doing? How are you doing? Yes, sir.
Get out. Listen. Get out. This is our business.
Yes,
what are you looking for?
We don't care what you do on the parking lot.
Go this side. Yeah. This is private.
I can be here in the parking lot.
No. You don't be here.
Wait,
What are
can
you
we
looking
ask
for?
you about the daycare? It's all right. It's all right. Can we ask you about the daycare?
No. I don't care, Ken.
Sir, I'm not racist.
You have to live here.
I'm asking
No. You don't ask me nothing.
$2.25 million.
Get out, you guys. Get out.
$2.5 million.
Get out.
This is our business.
Get out, hey. Get out. What are you looking for?
We're asking. We just want to
Get out.
We just want to ask you about $2.25 million.
Get out. Get out, guys. Get out.
You cannot do that.
Get out. No, you cannot. You cannot do that.
Where?
Get out.
This is.
Get out. No. Get lost. Get out. No.
Sir.
You have to get out. This is our property. Get out.
Why? Can I ask you about the daycare? I have the paperwork right here.
No. Get out.
What's the need for $2.25 million for a daycare?
Get out.
Can you answer the question?
Get out. No, I don't ask you any question. You guys, get out.
You can't answer the question.
Get out. No. Who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley.
No, I don't give a shit. Get out.
Could you answer the question?
No, I don't.
What's the need for $2.25 million for a daycare?
No. $1 million. Don't worry about it. Get out.
Okay.
Get out.
And it's licensed for 118 children,
Get out.
but I don't see any footprints of any children here. I don't see any footprints of any children here.
Get out. Get out. Guys, get out. No, I'm not asking nothing, man.
I'm just asking you about what we're seeing here.
No. Get out. Get out our business. Get out.
Sir,
This is my property.
you have millions of
Get
people
out.
watching right right now. Can you say what's the need for $2.25 million? And where are the 118 children?
Get out!
Sir, I'm just asking you a simple question.
Get out! No, you don't ask me any question. Get out!
You have the opportunity to answer
no,
the
no,
question.
no, 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 no. You can't ask me nothing. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
Sir,
Get out!
just answer the question.
No!
Just answer
Get
the
out!
question.
No, get out! Leave!
Sir, just answer the question.
Hey, don't touch me.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Get out.
All right, code word has been given. We're out.
Get out!
All right, we gotta get out of here.
Get out!
Sir, just answer the question. Where are the children? No footprints of any children around here. No footprints of any children. They can't even answer the question. We gave them so many opportunities.
Wait for him.
We gave them plenty of opportunities to just answer some simple questions. Millions of people are watching right now.
They came out with guns blazing. All we want to know is where are the children? 118 children, no footprints in the snow. All of their vehicles were sitting there with 2 feet of snow on them. They haven't moved in months.
The windows are all blacked out.
Yeah.
It's the same thing at all these daycares. 4 men came out, yet they couldn't answer the simple question. We had it right here. 118 children, $2.25 million this year.
Welcome to Minnesota.
Now this daycare center, how much money has this one received?
So this this child care center is called Proud Child Care Center, and it's in Eden Prairie, Minnesota, which is a very high income area. It's a further out suburb from Minneapolis, but there are a lot of multi-billion-dollar homes right in this neighborhood. And this child care got $1.25 million in funding in fiscal year 2025. It got $1.08 million last year. It opened in 2021. Let's go see if we can find any kids.
There should be at least 40 children here. Looking at the snow prints, does not look like there's any snow prints of any young children. And all of these windows are completely blacked out. Let's see if we could just talk to somebody. Could I enroll my son Joey into daycare here? Well, do you have a paperwork where I can enroll a child?
Who are you?
Oh, my name's Nick Shirley. I was wondering if I could enroll a child. I have a son named Joey.
Who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley.
So where you come from?
Yeah, I'm just coming out and seeing if I can enroll my child, Joey. We just want to get a statement as to why this daycare needs $1.26 million, and if it's even possible to enroll somebody like my child, my imaginary child, Joey. No, you guys can't give a clear statement, or could you even give me a paper to enroll a child into the daycare? Just to show that you guys are a legit business. It would debunk all claims if you could just give me a piece of paper saying where to enroll a child. You can't do that. Okay, well, thank you very much, and I hope this place actually is holding 47 children because you guys are receiving $1.26 million in this year alone. So have a great rest of your day. They won't even give us a paper to enroll a child. Could have debunked all their claims. They can't even do it.
That's all they have to do. These Somalis are so adamant. They're so passionate trying to talk about they're getting hate crimes and they're getting attacked. Show the proper documentation that you're a legit company. That's all y'all got to do. Men lie, woman lie, numbers don't, but they can't show the documentation. Why is that, ladies and gentlemen?
The big talks about the fraud is about Quality Leering Center. It's a daycare that has received $1.9 million. It's licensed for over 99 children. And instead of quality learning, it says quality leering outside. But the big controversy about the Quality Leering Center.
Yeah, that's some crazy work. You have to get the spelling right. How are you going to get the spelling incorrect on the scam that you're running?
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
Center is that Somalians, after the video went live, they all of a sudden started shuffling children into the daycare, but at the same time, the Commissioner of Children of Minnesota was on a live stream saying they had closed the daycare a week ago.
Quality Learning Center closed just over a week ago.
How much money has this place all received? And what's...
This is the one that's licensed for 99 children. This fiscal year, they've received $1.9 million. And in fiscal year 2024, they had received about $2.2 million, so about $4 million in the last 2 fiscal years.
We're up in the Quality Leering Center, 1-800-FRAUD, as now it had been confirmed that this place was closed down, and now they're shuffling children into the daycare.
So Tiki Brown said this facility was closed.
Oh, she said a week ago.
And now, magically, it's full of cars. So how can it be closed if people are coming and going.
Fraud. Why do you have everybody here?
Yeah. Okay, this is the owner right here.
They can record. We just need to get off the property.
So you guys can record. So how come they said this building was closed? We're trying to speak to the owner. They won't even answer a simple question. Look, now he's going inside.
Hey, sir, don't.
I didn't know it was so easy to scam the American taxpayer. I want to open up a transportation company and scam the American people too because I'm poor and I need money.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
Yo, I mean, are we in the wrong profession? They getting millions upon billions of dollars stealing taxpayer money. Then when you confront them, they want to act like they're the victim. Tell me how that makes sense, ladies and gentlemen.
I be trying to laugh with the bros.
Run though. It looks suspicious when you run, brother. And you can smile, but bro.
Sir, I'm right here.
He's right here to speak to you.
I'm right here.
Don't do that. Oh,
you can't defend the fraud.
Oh, come on. At the daycare, do it. Hey, not at the daycare, doing the middle finger, though.
We have like 100 cameras on. Now, both of these people have interesting ties with politicians inside of Minnesota. For instance, the man who's running the daycare, he was celebrating with Mayor Fry after he won re-election of mayor inside of Minneapolis. And then this lady right here.
Oh, wow. He's in on it. Oh man, this pyramid scheme is crazy work. These Somalis are just getting the heat, but there's higher ups that's controlling this paperwork.
Seems to be a friend of Ilhan Omar, as she has photos with her outside of the restaurant, and she also has videos of her giving a tour to a separate daycare to Mayor Fry. It really makes you wonder why these politicians haven't fought against the fraud, knowing that it's happening in locations like Quality.
These politicians are... Yo, these politicians are really involved with the Somalis? That's some crazy work.
Clearing Center. Meanwhile, they're taking photos and celebrating with them at events. What's your message, people, about the fraud here in Minnesota?
This is part of the cover-up. They're trying to cover their tracks. So, let me say this on camera. If you can prove that any of the information that I have here is false, I'll give you $100,000 cash. Okay. If any of it's false or inaccurate in any way, anybody want to take me up? And if you can't prove it, you have to give me $100.
So you saying all that's real?
100%. I'll give you $100,000 if you can disprove my information.
See, they all went silent. Silent.
Anybody? Your $100 versus my $100,000 cash.
They're all silent. What do you think about the fraud here?
Hey, the fraud here in Minnesota, I ain't gonna lie, is crazy. Like, what do you mean specifically? What do you mean?
Yeah, how do you feel about this daycare, for instance, receiving $1.9 million? And they couldn't even spell learning right.
What?
They spelled leering.
Hey, man, Somalis, they're an interesting creature. I'm not gonna lie, I can't say too much. I'm already too hot. But, I mean, Tim Walz, you gotta solve this stuff. Minnesota really cracked down on this because they've been doing this for years. So
should Tim Walz be prosecuted?
Hell yeah.
And at this point, you're probably wondering where all the millions and billions of dollars has gone. Well, it's been well tracked that a lot of the money, millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, has been funneled through TSA at the airport inside of Minnesota. It's been well tracked and documented. Even in 2017, there was reports coming from the local Fox News station, and I was actually able to meet up with a whistleblower who used to work as an agent at TSA on the side of narcotics, and he saw millions of dollars go through TSA. And what kind of fraud did you see take place here in Minnesota?
So I worked for the airport police for 31 years. 24 of those years I worked in narcotics at MSP Airport. And my recollection was from about 2015-16 to 2021 when I retired. I would get emails from our dispatch saying like 2 male Somali descent individuals. They would give us their names. They claimed the cash, that they had a large amount of cash at the checkpoints. We'd get all this information in an email, and I believe they would send it right away. So TSA would contact our dispatch telling us this, then our dispatch would relay the info via email to us.
And how much was the money?
The money, the smallest amount in a suitcase that I heard was like $750,000. But generally, it was anywhere from $1 million to $6 million in a suitcase. And there usually was, as far as I can remember, there was always 2 individuals traveling. So you would have maybe one guy with 2.2 million and another guy with 3 million. And
at airports, you're able to take $10,000 without declaring it. How are these guys able to take millions of dollars?
Because as far as I know, as long as they declared it, they were fine. So then TSA would contact HSI and Customs, and I'm sure they got the information. We got the information. My administration knew about it, and I trust that they sent that on to higher state officials on this, but nothing was ever done the whole time I was there. I talked to one individual. We were going after narcotic cash leaving the airport. This was always fraud. We had no nexus to that this cash was related to narcotics. So our hands were kind of tied. We couldn't do a whole lot.
How do you suspect these Somalians had millions of dollars to move in an airport?
We would rack our heads all the time, like, where are they getting this? Where in the world are they getting this money? And I had heard about these daycares and whatnot, but I mean, I thought at the time, okay, maybe they had 10 daycares, but apparently they have a lot more than that. We were all just racking our heads trying to figure this out.
So you openly saw it.
Because white people follow me. They supposed to, because I'm the truth, nigga. Why wouldn't white people follow me? I'm the truth to them too. I'm the truth to you. You just in denial. They get in this game. Why wouldn't white people follow me? Nigga, I'm a G to everybody. I'm the man to everybody, not just to you, not just to our community. I'm the man to everybody. When I'm in the streets, white people come up to me and say, oh my God, can I take a picture? And your girl too. Why wouldn't they? Nigga, I want everybody to follow me. I'm not limited. I'm not limited, nigga. I don't have no ceiling. I'm him. I've been him. You should believe you him too. See, niggas will sit there and they'll say, oh man, he think he the man. Why ain't you the man? You can be the man too. It's not the man limitations. We all supposed to be kings, but we not. It's just it's a fake title. And we throw a bunch of chains on and act